evening. I'd like to call this meeting to order. In the matter of the dilapidation of the property of Casey Diane Livingston, 62 Pine, Mayor Roach edition. Do we have someone here to speak about that?
I guess that's mine.
That's yours.
Thank you. The owner died, and the kids had quite a delay in trying to get something done with the estate.
Correct.
They hired me. I've filed a probate. We've got the administrator appointed. We're waiting on notice to creditors' times to run. But as soon as all that's kind of cleared out, we ought to be able to get in there and do whatever's necessary. I haven't seen what's wrong with the house. Is it just falling down or what?
Go ahead.
Well, currently there's people occupying the house without the utilities turned on.
Oh, really?
I think one of the children is occupying the property without any utilities.
Okay. Do you know who that is?
It's been boarded and secured since then, and there's not been anybody over there in the past month or so. I'm sorry, Tim.
Yeah,
There are photos there if he wants to see them.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to make sure we get somebody out if they're in there.
No.
Right. At one point, we had I think it was an uncle to Casey who was living in there, and he had a generator in the house, was running it, and
All right.
Well, inside the house.
inside the house. So
Well, Macy Livingston is the administrator. She's been appointed by the court.
okay.
And so she's got the authority over the property, and there shouldn't be anybody in there. If you do see activity, call me and we'll get them out.
Okay. Would we be able to get Macy's phone number and
You can call me.
future? Just call you.
Yeah, just call my office.
Okay.
Until we get through the estate.
Okay, we'll just do that.
All right. If we could just stay that for, I don't know, a couple of months or something like that.
Absolutely. Let's push this out. Do we have a?
Oh,
Do you have my calendars?
yes, we do have the calendars. I'm so sorry. I was a little distracted when we got started.
That's fine. This year, 2025 is already rocking along. See, we're going to move this out to March 20th
Okay.
for rehearing and see where we're at with that.
Kim, when I send a letter out, do you want me to send a copy to your office?
Please do. That's going to
And
be
do
the
we have
most.
another mailing address for her that maybe I could send a copy to her? Or is it just best to send to you?
You know, it's really best to send them in.
Okay.
She's kind of hard to catch sometimes.
Okay, I'll put on here, send letter to
Yeah.
Richard's office. Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Guys, have a great evening.
In the matter of the dilapidation of the property of Charles Jennings, 317 North Hogan.
Yes, sir. First of all, I need to apologize for being no-show last time. I was out of town. We've made progress on it. You haven't been to drive by the house. The exterior is almost done. We're trying to button it up before the cold weather gets here so we can work on the inside. All the utilities are on. Trash has been removed from the whole backyard. The basement has a pump that's on auto. Gets down to a certain point, it pumps it up. So it's all cleaned out. Pretty much that's about it. Been a little slow because of the weather and holidays. We're going to get back into it. We're trying to winterize other houses right now before this cold weather hits. But if we could get a couple months before I have to come back and review, I'll have plenty of stuff to give you.
Did you, were you able to replace that seal
Yes.
plate?
It's completely replaced. I got pictures of it if you want to see it.
No, I just need it.
Yeah, it's completely
We wasn't
replaced,
talking about it.
reinforced, and I'll bring pictures next time, but I got them on my phone.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what we needed to hear.
Safety-wise, that's good, and it's got the new window on that right side as you're looking at the door, so it's all complete.
And structurally.
Structurally sound,
That's
yes, sir.
what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I was worried about, that those plates were getting in really bad shape. They were rotten.
It was rotten, so we had to take out the whole fascia in the front, and we had to attach and put 4 new floor joists
Right.
to the fascia, replace the fascia that's now sitting on the cement, attached to the floor joist, and it's good, and we put the window in, framed everything in, and put the T111 out there, so it's done.
You just about had to rebuild the front of that.
Oh, we did, yeah. The only thing I gotta do is close up the floors where we had to cut the holes in, and then
Right.
we'll get started.
Okay.
If I can have a stay out to March, it would be more helpful.
Let's move this out to March 20th,
Perfect.
and we'll see you back here, Charles. Thank you
Awesome.
so much for
Thank you.
coming out.
Thank you, Charles. Stay in touch.
Thank you. You can always email pictures to me too if you'd like to.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
In the matter of the dilapidation of the property of Horde James and Sherry L. Regan, 411 Southeast 4th. 411 Southeast 4th.
That's the one you have the email from.
Yeah, structural engineer's report. Okay.
I think it's on the front.
Yeah,
Still has a hole in the roof.
you know.
I think his email's in the front section.
Doesn't look like that roof has had anything change on it in the front. Looks the same as it did in November, as it did in,
He did explain in his email though that he had the products purchased and the tools purchased to do it.
he said that a temporarily covered the bad area of the roof to prevent more damage. And ordered the supplies needed to do the roof and soffit, and also purchased the tools to do the job. Clean the inside of the home. Will have the roof and soffit and paint completed by the 3rd week of June as requested, if not sooner. Sheriff's father's name is J.L. Hinkle. Okay. Well, we don't have an update. I would like to see him back here next month, though, to give us an update on where he's at with it. So let's see him back here next month on February 20th,
Okay.
411 Southeast 4th. In the matter of the dilapidation of the property of Lynn E. Davis and Mylinda Rhodes, 902 Southeast 2nd.
Yes, sir. I've got the papers, I can't remember what it was called from the insurance that, sorry, I forgot to turn my phone on too. Oh gosh. I went to the library, the reason I couldn't find the papers is because they didn't send them to me through the mail. That was on a PDF file, I guess they'd sent it through. And so I went to the library and they got it printed off, but it printed off, I'm not sure how it did it or why it did it. I mean, it's like the first few pages you can read good, but after that, and we tried to do this.
I never did get it, but it may still come. It said it may take a few hours for it to get to me.
I was gonna say, 'cause and I have it on my phone, but you can't really use like this big.
Oh, it's a PDF
Yeah,
file.
and I don't know why
Yeah.
it printed out like that. She had trouble at the library getting it to send the same thing. She said maybe because of the size of it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this. Okay. Well, because there was a fire, we will still. This is a claimant's form and a claims form.
I'm sorry.
Okay, a claims form and a claim service. They work for the insurance company.
Okay,
What they'll have to have is an engineer's report. What the city needs, what the city of Pryor needs is an engineer's report that
Okay.
describes in specific detail what needs to be replaced in the home to make it safe,
Okay.
structurally.
Structurally
Yeah,
safe.
and a
As
structural
the
engineer's report. Mhm.
Can you write that down for me?
I have a list for you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
That might give you a,
This is some of them that have been referred to us.
Oh, good, yeah, because I asked her earlier, and she said that there was that she would do that and see. And so I just called one of
See,
these
yeah,
and
just
see
see
if they
what
can
you
come
can-
out and do, and then bring that paper back up to you, and I'm sorry, I'm standing out there so I can hear them. Okay, so call one of these, and whichever one will get to come out soonest, then get that, and then bring that paper to you.
Yes.
Okay. And if I can try to maybe call the insurance and ask her if she could maybe send that file thing.
I think it will still come to me, so
Okay.
if I have any trouble and need anything else, I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you. And can you make note too, my phone, I can't get in to check voicemails, so if I can't reach me by phone, if they can text me, and then that way I get my text.
Okay.
Or it's a government phone, and I've got chemo brain, it's like I have trouble technical stuff. I was not too good before, and I'm sure no good now on it. And thank you for your help earlier, trying to help me
Sure.
get that pulled back up.
so, and it's Melinda, right?
Yes.
What are we doing with the cars?
The cars, the Toyota, I've got to file for lost titles for them. And the Toyota's been sold. It won't be there more than probably 2 weeks. I think he said he gets paid again. And so then that he'll be picking it up and driving it off. And the gold car, I'm working right now on trying to see if my nephew was gonna be able to, I'm sorry, I get anxious. And then,
You're fine, you have a plan and you're telling it to me, and it's good. We're working on it. We're making progress. So your cousin's gonna get it?
yeah, her son, he works at a security job at Google.
Right.
And so they live on, it used to be Whitaker, I'm so sorry.
But we're getting the cars hauled away.
Yes.
They're both getting hauled away.
Yeah, he has a motorcycle. They live off Thunderbird Youth.
Okay,
And it's just like a couple of blocks from the house. And he has a motorcycle, and his motorcycle's messing up. And so I told him that I'm going to give him that car,
right.
and then he can get it fixed and have a way for him and his kids to get around.
Well, that would be good for them, what a blessing. But they can't stay there.
Right.
They need to get some tags on them and some round tires and, you know, cause they're on flat tires and.
They just need aired up. It's like they're good. That's,
Right, but they're on flats and
Yeah.
everything, and bad tags and everything, they just don't look operable. Anyway, but we're gonna get those taken care of.
Yes, sir.
And they're gonna get a structural engineer's
yes,
report
I'll
off that
call
list.
these
And
starting in the morning.
that's what we're gonna work on in this next month.
Okay.
And then you come back and see us and we'll work on it some more,
And
okay?
hopefully I'll make more progress this
We're
month.
working on it, okay?
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you back here on March the 20th.
Okay,
March the 20th, we'll see you then, okay?
all right.
Okay.
Can I keep that?
You can keep that.
It's not
Yeah,
worth
I
a lot, but maybe.
I don't know what I could do with it.
All
You
right.
can keep it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can get that paper before I just bring it over to the office.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
That'll be fine, thank you.
No, no, just a second.
Oh, sure, thank you.
In the matter of the dilapidation of the property of Isabella Hensley Townsend, 510 Northeast 433 Road. Is anyone here to speak on that? she did come in and pick up another, building permit today, within the last
It was
week
the
or so,
end of December.
end of December. Okay. Keep this on, we'll put this on next month's agenda.
Okay.
In the matter of the dilapidation of Casey Diane Livingston, now that's the one we did that one. And in the matter of the property of Kersey Real Estate, LLC, 308 South Taylor.
I'm here for the 162 Pine Street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your attorney, Kim Ritchie,
Okay,
came in,
okay.
and we've moved it off to
He said a couple months.
March.
Yeah,
March
March.
20th.
Okay, that's when it's gonna be.
Mhm.
Okay.
The next hearing will be
Is there
then.
something that we need to do, or?
Are you
do we
gonna-
have? I'm not going to her court, or
Okay.
okay. I'm her sister though.
Okay, we're gonna send all the information to Mr. Ritchie, and so if you just stay in touch with him.
Okay, alright, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, come on over.
No, we all gotta wait our turn.
Yeah, you're good. Are you with Kersey Real Estate?
Yes, I'm Greg Kersey.
Greg?
yeah.
Nice to meet you, Greg.
You too, you
What do we
too.
got going on here?
Yeah, so this house, I actually purchased it from a friend to help him out.
Right.
And then I was just trying to figure out what to do with it. The value is in the shop building behind the house that needs to be torn down. So I actually, the timing actually worked out pretty good. I had a guy reach out to me a couple months ago, and he's been bringing me payments to buy it. I brought a copy of the deed from actually this morning. I don't actually own it anymore. He does, but I told him he had to leave work about 3 this afternoon, or leave for work. So I told him I'd come and just give him an update. But his
Is that a copy for us?
yes, yeah, this is a copy of the deed from this morning with his name and phone number on it.
Okay.
I told him I'd just come to the meeting and let him know so
We'll
yeah.
get you a copy of that real quick.
So he's actually a heavy machine operator that lives right behind the property at 303 South Whitaker.
Okay.
And so he's in the process of getting a permit to have it knocked down, and I think his plan is to get it knocked down in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Yes, he talked to Sarah in the office.
Okay, perfect.
And he knew that the permits only last 10 days, so he's
Okay.
putting off until he's ready to do it, and
Okay.
then he'll get the permit.
Okay.
Does
That
he-
is to demo it, right?
To demo it.
Yeah, I think he was just waiting until we deeded it.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, he
To
is.
demo the house.
Yeah, he needs to make sure he gets a sewer plug.
Yes,
Okay, so he knows that.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
the utility department will probably talk to him when he takes the permit down there to say
Yes.
he's got the permit to demo it.
Okay. Do you know what the cost is on something like that?
I,
No.
no.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't wanna deed something over to him and then him end up with a.
It's just to make sure that the utilities are turned off, the sewers.
Don't drain water, storm water runoff, like
Okay.
rainwater back into the storm sewer system.
Okay.
Or the sanitary system. So basically, if you don't plug off that hole, rainwater floods into the sanitary system and overwhelms the sanitary system.
So there's a cap, right, that goes on it? They can just, they just put a cap on it.
Make sure the electric is completely disconnected,
Okay.
things like that, because we've had them before, they didn't do that, and the electric line was laying on the ground,
Okay.
so it's safety issues.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll follow up with him and make sure he doesn't end up with a mess there and help him with that if he needs it.
Yeah, he's got a lot to tear down and a lot to haul off.
Well, he doesn't seem like it's.
No,
Yeah, he's got the machinery, so I told him I'd come help him with it or whatever. But I apologize. We never intended for it to sit there like that.
well, if he owns the lot, since it's a secondary structure, this is the way that it should work, is that he should get a lot tie and tie those lots together. Otherwise, he'll have a secondary structure, which is the second building. You understand what I'm talking about? He will have a secondary structure without a primary structure.
Okay.
that secondary structure will have, he won't have a primary structure with that lot. If he ties those lots together, he'll have his primary
But
structure.
they're on the same lot, right? Or not?
You talking about the lot that he already owned, that his house?
Right. where
Well,
his
they're
house-
across the alley from
Yeah,
each
I don't
other.
think he can.
Oh, he
No.
can.
Yeah, it's back behind it across,
Oh.
there is an
It's-
alley
it's
in
an alley.
between there. Okay, yeah, that's why I was confused
Yeah, he
there.
can't get a lot tied in.
No, huh?
Okay.
We have had, if his plan is to build back on,
I think he planned on putting a duplex or something there. He was gonna get a
we
permit
talked
to,
about it, yeah.
to build or whatever.
Oh, so he's gonna build a new structure.
So I think as
I
long as
think
there's
so,
gonna be
I
a house
think.
built there, is he good to leave that
If
structure
it's
there?
residential, has to have some form
Yeah.
of a house
Okay.
on.
And I don't know for sure. I think he talked about that, but, I mean, I think, again, the value is in the shop, so I know he wanted
Yeah.
it for the shop, and so I don't know for sure that he was gonna build something, but he may build a duplex or something on it at some point.
But it would become the,
If it's residential, single residential, he can't build a duplex. You'll
Okay.
have to see what it's actually zoned.
Yeah,
Okay.
We can check that.
Okay, well, I'll remind him to get with zoning and,
yeah, I don't wanna,
yeah, no, I don't know for sure
don't
that
wanna
he,
get in the woods with you yet, but, you know, I'm just saying that these are problems that can come up.
sure.
I'm just
Sure.
trying to
And
help
that's
you.
me.
No, and he's
Call
a,
the city
Right.
office, that'll be me he'll talk to, so.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's a solid guy. He
These are the
won't,
ladies that can straighten you out.
That's right, that's right.
They straighten me out all the time. But this is helpful. I think that we
We
can
can
get a
just
copy
keep
of
it
this.
with, no, you said that was our copy,
yeah,
right?
yeah, I
Oh,
just
okay.
made a copy of the original this
Yeah.
morning
Okay.
So we'll
to
just
bring
put
here.
that in the file.
Okay, I'll put this in the file here.
Yeah, and that's his name and phone number there.
Okay, perfect, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yep.
Okay, this is all I need. I'm going to, can I close this case or do we keep?
That's up to you.
Well, I'm gonna keep this case open.
And I'm
Not for
sure,
you,
he-
But I'm gonna transfer the name and the mailing and everything over to him.
okay, yeah, and I'm sure he'd be fine coming back next month reporting.
That's who we'll mail it to.
Okay.
You, if you get a letter in it, you can disregard it, you know that you've come in and talked to me,
Okay.
and I know
Yeah, and
what's going on.
Because I apologize, because the other one went to my previous address, so I didn't get it, so I was kind of in a panic, because I was like, I don't
You know,
I don't
we
do
wanna
well with
tear it
that.
down.
I try to-
Don't tear it down yet.
yeah, I'm trying to be by the book, but,
Okay, well, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming in and sharing your information with us. That's all we need.
you
So
bet.
you're putting it on February 20th?
Let's put it on February 20th and have him come down.
February 20th
And
at
I'll
5?
make sure he gets
At
the-
5.
Okay,
I'll make sure, I'll send a letter to him, and all
Okay.
that information will be in the letter.
okay, well, and I told him I'd let him know
Yeah,
after I
sure.
left.
Yeah,
All right, well, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good to see
God bless
you.
you guys.
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, man.
You too.
Take a look. And I want to exit the public hearing at this time and adjourn.